story we're working on tonight at 11 o'clock. A state of emergency declared in Northern California after a deadly 6.4 magnitude earthquake causes widespread damage and cuts power to thousands of customers. 2 people are dead, about a dozen more recovering from injuries tonight, and we're getting a clearer picture of the damage and the effort at recovery. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand now tracking tonight's new developments. Jory.
Mark, this is the largest earthquake to hit California since 2019. As you said, it left those 2 elderly residents dead after they suffered medical emergencies. Buildings collapsed, trapping people inside and leaving one town a, quote, total mess. Cleanup will take months. Tonight, Governor Newsom declaring a state of emergency in Humboldt County after a magnitude 6.4 earthquake struck overnight.
We were upstairs and we fell out of bed.
Houses rocked off their foundations and ripped open, streets buckling.
Woke me up violently, jumped out of bed, and just heard this roaring. Stuff was flying off the shelves.
Officials reporting at least a dozen injuries and 2 deaths, a 72-year-old and an 83-year-old, both suffering medical emergencies during the quake.
This is earthquake country. We do feel a lot of 3.5, 4 earthquakes, but to get a 6.4, it's really significant.
Rio Dell is being called ground zero for damage. Water is out to the entire town and might be for days. 15 homes there have been red tagged as uninhabitable.
The glass doors broke off. Yeah. Oh, the hinges are right here.
Quite the experience. It felt like the wheels were falling off the truck. It shook so hard.
I just remember walking out of the house and seeing like our house basically on the ground and our porch higher than the house.
Jackie McIntosh told her husband she wanted to move after the last earthquake. Their house now likely a total loss.
Well, the worst part of it was we had a showing today and someone was going to put an offer on our house.
The Eel River Bridge in Fernbridge shut down when the road gave way, closing the main road out of town.
It felt like I was in a tornado. My house is on posts and piers and it completely moved in circles. It was pretty terrifying.
The quake was centered off the coast. Seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones saying this was a rare result and that so much destruction was caused on land.
That is the boundary between Juan de Fuca and the Pacific Plate. It's a very common source of magnitude 6s and 7s, but offshore, so it's rare that there's much of any damage.
There have been at least 80 aftershocks, one reaching 4.6 on the Richter scale. At one point, more than 70% of Humboldt County was without power. Crews have now been working for nearly 24 hours, and many have since had their lights turned back on. But tens of thousands remain in the dark tonight, with temperatures dipping into the 40s and rain moving in.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.